grow hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.
Welcome everyone to Tales from the Field. My name is Bradley Wall. We've got a busy week planned, starting today with our inaugural kickoff show. Playing us in was our intro music, Good Day, Wake Up by Nefex. We have so much to cover, so stay right there. This show is posted to YouTube after the live stream, and you can check it out at your convenience. And if you'd like to interact with us, right now we are streaming live on the Twitter account of Sequel Balls. That's me. We're also streaming on live on LinkedIn, my account as well, Sequel Balls. So head over and tweet or comment on the stream. Or you can comment on our stream at YouTube, and one of my co-hosts will check out your comments and potentially throw them up on the screen. Azure Data Community, we love you, and we cannot wait to see you. There will be SQL Saturdays, Data Saturdays, Microsoft Ignite, Visual Live 360, the past Summit, Dev Intersections, all this week, and we even haven't talked about the Platform Summit. All of this is happening before the end of the year. So much to do, and we haven't even touched on Azure FastTrack, how you can engage or work with me and my friends. And before we get anywhere else, let's start with some introductions of my co-hosts. We have Andreas Padilla, Niraj Jafari, Josh Ludeman. Andreas, how was your weekend?
Brad, the weekend was great. Got the chance to do some barbecue. Got to the beach. NFL started, so super psyched about that. A little bit about me. I work with Brad, with Niraj and Josh. I'm on the FTA data team. I'm an athlete at heart, but like many of you out there, I love to work with gadgets, IoT, sensors. I'm the streaming data guy. So anything streaming comes to me, love to talk to you about it. So I'm going to pass it over now to Josh.
Josh, you're mute.
Josh, you're on mute, bud.
Yeah, Josh, you're muted. Wow.
Does this feel like a Teams call or what? Sorry, you're on mute.
That was on purpose.
I was going to say thanks for bringing it live and Teams and everything, Zoom meetings, all that smooth criminal. You got it.
I wanted to bring it around full circle, cover everything. So thanks, Andres. My name is Josh Ludeman. So I'm an engineering manager on the FastTrack team with Andres, Brad, and Niraj. I'm just excited to be here, because I love putting together interesting systems to solve crazy business problems. And my hope is here, bring some of that knowledge to the table and learn a lot from everybody else so they can keep doing what I love. Niraj, how about you?
Hi, this is Niraj.
Oh, Niraj. Perfect. Unbelievable. No notes. Anybody? Does anybody have any notes?
I got nothing.
Stuck the landing. I mean, Niraj is just one bad mother.
Whoa.
I'm just talking about Niraj.
Careful. PG.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Family show.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad, everybody. So my name is Bradley Ball. I came from the Azure Data community. I am part of the community, and we can't wait to do this show to be able to help you get to know us and all the different wonderful people we know about Microsoft, share some of the knowledge that we have. I love to help people more than anything. It makes me happy and excited when I see someone learn something and do something new for the first time. What I do right now is I'm an Azure FastTrack engineer on that team, on the data team with my colleagues here. And what we do is we help people de-risk their move to Azure. And hopefully we're going to deliver some of that knowledge directly to you. So what is Tales from the Field, right? We've got two shows. Who wants to take this? We've got two shows. We've got a Tuesday and Thursday. Josh, why don't you tell them about Tuesday?
I'll start with Tuesday. So Tuesday, we're going to have that function a lot like a game show. So for the game show end of it, we're going to have a host. The host will determine the topic for that day, and everybody will go ahead and put in what they think into the discussion around that topic. And points will be assigned by the host to each person based off of their the answers that they give towards the topic.
And on Thursdays, we'll have roundtables, we'll have blog sharing, we'll be going some live music, presentations, and that's where we'll be discussing among each other what is the best ways to go to Azure and discuss some data things also.
Oh, perfect, Niraj. What I mean, just amazing. And to touch on Tuesday real quick, right? The host can't be the same host twice. So every single week we are going to have someone else host, and they get to pick a topic. We won't know the topic beforehand, and we all speak on it to the best of our ability. And then Thursday, our roundtable. So excited for our roundtable. That's where we're going to show those blogs, show what we've got from the community, give some props to our MVPs and the other wonderful people participating, the things that we find helpful. Could even be a social media post, because sometimes there are unbelievable things. If you're on Twitter, go take a look at SQL Help, for example. So I think today we got we should show everybody how the game is played, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's see. I don't know about you guys, but if I think about who should be the host today, I think about who is the most intelligent, the best looking, the undisputed knowledge leader, someone I've worked with for years, Niraj Jafari. That's my vote. How could we go with anybody but Niraj?
Thanks, Brad.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Andreas, I see you're with me, man.
I'm with him, without a doubt. Undisputable.
I think Josh did not
WWF
like
champion
it. So
right there.
Josh, if you don't behave, I'll give you negative points. So
Ooh,
I'm
that's
the
right.
host today.
Dude, nasty.
Really?
I was going to say, don't sass Niraj. I mean, come on. Have you not learned after all these years?
All right. So I know we talked a lot of things, but let's discuss the FastTrack team, like the Azure FastTrack team that we all belong to it. So maybe Josh, because you did not win today's host, I'm going to give you the first chance to speak on FastTrack.
Well, thank you. Some respect is nice. I appreciate that. So Azure FastTrack, and I know probably a lot of people watching have seen, the term FastTrack used at Microsoft in multiple ways. I know there's multiple FastTrack teams. The FastTrack team we're talking about is FastTrack for Azure. So our team works with customers to help them get into the cloud or accelerate to the cloud, to Azure, a little bit quicker, with some guidance, mentoring, help de-risk your projects, because you'll have, one of our engineers working with you through the project, helping you to navigate some of the common potholes that, come on the journey to the cloud. And so we do this through, looking, over the shoulder, planning conversations, architecture design sessions, things like that. So for us, with the Azure FastTrack program, all four of us work as part of the Azure data team, but Azure FastTrack covers more than just data. We have teams that cover infrastructure. We have teams that cover application development, DevOps, IoT. I did see there was a question out on LinkedIn. Yes, we cover privacy and security. We have engineers that help customers and specialize in that as well. So, definitely, we help from that perspective. Andres, you want to jump in?
Josh, great definition. My take on FTA is that we not only work hard to simplify all these concepts for you, but we try to make the interplay between all these services that you have at your disposal, on your table right there. Which one do I choose when? That's a lot of the confusion that I see users get into, is like, when do I choose this? And how does that interplay look like? And how do they sing and dance together? And we come in, and our job is to unblock that for you, make it easier, make it so that you can, talk to this service and then push data over to this service. That's, what I feel we do really well at FTA. We definitely unblock, but we make those concepts fit together. And then we did have a question in there from one of our LinkedIn users that I want to address. One of my favorite streaming data demos or POCs that I love to work with. It's not that I love the Raspberry Pi one, but I love the Percept ones. Anything you put on Percept and streaming data into Percept and then putting it up into IoT, those are my favorite ones. Brad, what's FTA for you?
So when I look at FastTrack, I look at our organization, and first off, internally, we're called FastTrack CXP, and that CXP stands for customer experience. And our goal is to help you. We literally work with hundreds of customers over the years to be able to, and when you put our team together, that's just individually, with our team, we've got thousands of customers. And so we're constantly looking at how we can help you adopt Azure. As a matter of fact, if you go right down to that link right there, aka.ms/FTA, that takes you to our landing page. And on our landing page, if you're a partner, if you are a Microsoft partner and you're working with a customer, you can engage our team. If you are an internal Microsoft account member, or your CSA or your TAM or someone like that, you can engage our team. And what we do is we get together with your customer. We help review the architecture. We help make sure that everything is right. And not only that, one of the most important things I think of that we do is we are advocates for you to the product group. I work very closely with the SQL Server product group, which covers SQL, SQL MI, Azure SQL, the Azure Synapse team. Niraj, you work with the Azure Synapse team. Andreas, you work with Databricks and some of our streaming teams. Josh, you work with the Azure Arc team. So we are in meetings where we work with these product groups every single month. And one of the things we do is we take your feedback and we report it up. So when you're talking to us, we are talking to a product group on your behalf. We are your advocate to be able to help make sure that we get this process down and we make it as easy as possible for you. And as some of my friends have said, we have dev teams, we have infra teams, we have networking teams, we have security teams. So the question, great question from a LinkedIn user, how are these services funded? The way this is funded is it's by Azure Consume Revenue. What you'll do is when you go to aka.ms/FTA, you submit a project. And when you submit a project, you say, this is what we're going to build. We want to be ready to go. Hence the name FastTrack, right? We want to make sure that we're ready to build something and we're committed to building it. But there's a certain minimal level that you've got to hit. But I want to say, what, Josh? It's $5,000, right? That's if you're spending money in Azure, that's not difficult to hit whatsoever. And so if you're at that threshold.
Well, I was going to say, we're just a service of Azure engineering. So we've got some qualifications to come in, for customers' projects to meet to come in the door. But that's just because otherwise, we'd be trying to work on everything, and that's not possible. There's only so many of us great, the great engineers on Azure FastTrack to work with customers. So.
Yeah, but we handle customers big and small. Some of the biggest ones you probably ever that are daily names you would immediately recognize, and some mom and pop places that you might not know. But every single one of them are critically important to us and making sure that they have this great Azure experience.
Thanks, Brad. That was a good intro of FastTrack that you gave us. You also described Live 360, SQL Saturdays, and all of them. Would you also be able to share a slide or something like what are the new shows that you're going to go? I mean, I know most of us are going to different presentations. So if you want to just share that out.
Absolutely. Oh, Niraj, my captain. Absolutely. Anything you ask, I got it, buddy. So as a matter of fact, we've got a lot of great things coming up on deck. As a matter of fact, today I am presenting to the Des Moines user group, building a data science playground with Azure Synapse Analytics. Tomorrow night, I will be presenting to the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City user group on Azure Synapse Serverless Pool, a Polaris deep dive. And then on Wednesday, I'm presenting to the Quad Cities user group. DevOps CI/CD for Azure Synapse Analytics. And then our good friend, Daniel Taylor, friend of the show and also a colleague over at FastTrack, he is presenting at SQL Saturday Dallas. As a matter of fact, next Tuesday, we will have Amy Harold, who runs SQL Saturday Dallas, as a special guest to be able to talk to us about the event. That lineup is incredible. If you are in the Dallas area, you should absolutely go and sign up. And next Tuesday, the 20th, is actually the deadline to be able to sign up to go for it. So there's limited space available. Make sure that you go in there. There's great pre-cons. Our good friends, Bob Ward, Buck Woody, are going to be doing some things. They're there. A lot of great folks. But Dan Taylor is there, and he is presenting You Want to Pass Up Your Database, Migrating to Azure. The weekend after that, we have Data Saturday Atlanta. I'll be there presenting indexing internals for DBAs and developers. Dan will also be there presenting You Want to Pass Up Your Database, Migrating to Azure. So if you didn't get a chance to see Dan over in Dallas, you can see him in Atlanta. And then the weekend after that is SQL Saturday Orlando. Always a fabulous event. And my good buddy down there at the bottom of the page, Andreas Padilla, he will be presenting streaming data analytics with Azure, developing best practices and nuances. Andreas, tell us a little bit about your presentation.
Oh, I'd love to see you all there. Come on by. I'd love to shake your hand. I'm gonna be talking about what it takes to get into streaming analytics, what services you use for streaming analytics, Azure Data Explorer, Databricks, and then we'll top it off with some good Percept demos, and then SQL Edge, streaming with SQL Edge on the edge. So some great demos I have for you. Love to see you there.
And then, Josh, how about Live 360? I know you are always excited to go Live 360. Can you say something on Live 360?
So yeah, I'm very excited for Live 360. So Brad, myself, Buck Woody, we're actually going to be doing a pre-con full day session on SQL ground to cloud. So talking about the newest SQL Server version that's out right now. And even talking about running SQL on premises all the way up to running in the cloud as well, whether it be on a VM, on a PaaS service, anything like that. That's going to be an exciting time. And then Brad and I also have other sessions during the week too to come see. Buck Woody will be there, Tom LaRock, a bunch of others. But it's got to be one of my favorite conferences all year. Because it's on the beautiful grounds of Universal Studios Orlando, held at the wonderful Lowe's Royal Pacific. Beautiful. It's so beautiful there. I love it.
I was going to say, this is my favorite conference every single year. I've been to a lot of them. I love speaking at them. You do not get a better conference than Live 360. First off, we've got an incredible speaker lineup. Karen Lopez is going to be there. Tom LaRock is going to be there. As you've heard, me, Josh, Buck are going to be there. So many other great speakers. It's 4 conferences in one. There's an AI conference. There's a data conference. There's an app dev conference, and there's an infrastructure cloud conference as well. Wonderful value for it. And then on top of that, you're staying at the Lowe's Royal Pacific, and it is one of my favorite hotels in the world to go stay at. I live in Orlando, and we go and stay there. It's going to be decorated for the holidays because this happens the week before Thanksgiving. What a wonderful time to take a break with your family. They have this massive gingerbread tree, nice little train that goes around it, Christmas trees in the lobby. The parks will be decorated for Christmas. And one of the great values is that your room key for the Lowe's Royal Pacific Resort is actually a fast pass for Adventure Island and also Universal Studios. So those things cost about $200 per person. So if you got a family and you're staying in a room for free, you're saving about $1,000. Go get some tickets and go after the conference. And then enjoy those unlimited fast passes. It is just an absolutely wonderful place. It's beautiful. It's scenic. Great restaurants, great food. I was going to say, we are going to have so much fun. That's my favorite conference every single year. Cannot wait for that.
Agreed.
Thanks, Brad, and thanks everybody. So, I mean, before I announce the winner for today, the winner gets to pick the topic for tomorrow. So definitely, let me do some calculation. And I think based on that, Bradley, you are the clear winner, I think, today, because you did a good intro and all of them. So you get to pick a topic tomorrow.
That's right, Josh. Suck it, Ludeman. I mean, thank you, Niraj. I humbly accept and I appreciate you seeing the value in what I brought to the table. My friends, I will have a topic ready for you tomorrow, and I can't wait for it. I think we're going to have a...
We lost you, Brad, bud.
You lost me.
Yeah. Do you have any special guests coming in tomorrow? I heard also.
Oh, I can't tell you the special guest, but yes, we do have a special guest tomorrow. I almost forgot Microsoft Ignite. We just went live, right? Registrations?
Oh, yeah. We just went live last week.
FTA consultations.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Don't forget, Microsoft Ignite, you have the opportunity to do a consulting one-on-one. That's a huge thing. You're going to be able to talk to somebody from Microsoft, and it could be us. FTA has a lot of consulting one-on-ones. We have 3 specific consulting one-on-ones, one for the data platform for our data architecture beginning to end. And then we also have one for Azure Synapse Analytics, and we have one for ML Flow. So if you have an analytics workload, 3 different opportunities to be able to schedule something, and you're talking with us. And Josh, didn't I see that they just opened this up to in person?
Yep, it's opened up actually for hybrid, so you can register as a virtual attendee or an in-person attendee as well. And I believe the in-person attendee starts at the standard $18.95 for the week and goes up from there.
Amazing. I was going to say the first time that we're going to have a live in-person Ignite for years. I think we've all been waiting for this, and we're super excited. And again, the banner down at the bottom of the page for Live 360. Don't forget, go to aka.ms/live360. You'll go directly to the pre-con page for me and Josh and Buck. Go sign up. We hope to see you there. Guys, are we forgetting anything else? Is that everything?
No, I think that's everything.
All right. Well, hey, thank you for joining us. Join us again tomorrow, and we'll have a topic, and we'll have a guest. All right. That's it for us. Thanks, everybody.
See you, everybody.
Bye, guys.
So life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs.